Namaste, Jai Bharat. Because of the impulsiveness of Trump, the geopolitics goes round and round and round. Like that song. China is pushed, Bharat is pushed, Russia is already pushed, and there's no end to it. He keeps doing it. And because of this, BRICS, which is another story, gets stronger bricks upon which the BRICS stands. Brick by brick, bricks upon brick, but for more formidable, more coherent, more integrated, more strong. That's your contribution. You should get Nobel Prize for that, making BRICS stronger. Then pushing China, Bharat together. Russia had good relations with both China and Bharat already. And the only stumbling block between Bharat and China is the regime of China, which is a communist regime. Real communism had gone extinct long before. Or, as a matter of fact, real communism never existed anywhere. It's only some kind of fashion or some version or some exhibitions of communism, expressions from communism, but otherwise real communism never existed anywhere. There's one person who calls for respect is Vladimir Lenin. He really believed in communism and really worked hard to make theoretical communism into practice. He spent sleepless nights on that. He tried but never succeeded. Then another person theoretically who internalized communism is that Italian who wrote Padroni, Antonio Gramsci. But it never existed anywhere because of the theoretical inherent contradictions. It can't exist. It can't exist because lot of human nature. Marx thought a lot about human, but he failed to catch his own words, internal dialectics within human nature. His own words. He didn't say that, but I'm using his categories to present what he had done. He failed to catch hold of the internal dialectics of human nature. Because of one problem, he is a speculative person, like all those European thinkers were speculative. Marx too is speculative and romantic. Now these two things get together, it creates wonderful words of lotus eaters. Lotus eaters. So that's a problem with communism. So that communism, different societies practice it to their convenience, to their comfort, and that is one stumbling block between China and Bharat. But China is communists. They understand money, they understand strength, nothing less, nothing more. From outside I'm telling you, they want to be strong, and they understand money, they understand strength. Now when China understands the strength of Bharat, they would naturally give it, they will naturally cooperate. Because China, whatever communism is there, their culture they have not abandoned like Pakistan. Chinese civilization is one of the oldest civilization, and any old civilizations in the world is intimately related to Bharat, because we are the oldest civilization of mankind. Our book is the first ever book of mankind, Rig Veda, and other things are left for you to read, understand, whatever. So China, the oldest civilization, one of the oldest civilization of mankind, will have no difficulty and problem in interacting with the first civilization, the oldest civilization of mankind, which is the Hindu civilization. Who are Chinese? they are a sprout, offshoot from the Hindu Sanskriti. Buddha himself was a Hindu, like Jesus himself was a Jewish rabbi. You can't you can't detach those links. Though prototype Christian intellectuals of Europe tried it, and from there the story of iron theory comes out. That's a different thing. So for the people of China to interact with the people of Bharat and vice versa is nothing unusual. It's natural. If Huan, Huansang, etc., can come to our universities and learn through Sanskrit, and if Bodhivarman, a Pallava prince from southern part of Bharat, Dakshinabadha, could go and establish Shaolin Kung Fu and Shaolin Temple, don't you think that the cultural relations go much beyond what that one can fathom? So people of China and people of Bharat will be excellently going together. The only hindrance is the kind of rule there, communism. If it is any other rule other than communism, this stumbling block won't be there. But no, that's okay. In spite of that, it's a natural requirement. It's a call of time. It's a requirement of time that China and Bharat would be close enough. Should we? That doesn't mean that we don't trust, because we need not to trust anybody in geopolitics. The question of trust, loyalty, transparency, these things are human qualities which should be the qualities of nation, and that should make a nation a nation as a nation with the nation's soul. Oh, that was said by Sri Aurobindo, Maharishi Aurobindo. Nation soul. That's too high, but for the time being, to begin with, this is sufficient. For functional requirement, for functional reason, this is more than sufficient. So, China, Bharat, Russia, already close to both. Come close, and now this Trump, from his tariff factory, brings out 100% tariff to China. He has a tariff factory, personal factory. He thinks everything is trading. He thinks everything is business. He doesn't know anything beyond it. That's what he is. I am not bothered to change. It doesn't affect me. It would affect us. That's how he is. And on a final analysis, it's the people of America who are going to suffer. Citizens or non-citizens, those who are staying there, will have to face the music. That's a different thing. So, from the tariff factory, the latest commodity is 100% tariff to China. And China is the supplier of rare earth minerals. And without these rare earth minerals, many of the programs, mobile phone to rockets of US, will be receiving setbacks. And China told Bharat, we will not give our rare earths to anybody, but we will give to you. But on one condition, you should not redirect it and resell it to the Europeans. That's one condition they put. But we will give you all rare earth metals. I don't know about the intricacies of this kind of elements, rare elements, how they are used for making chips, how they are used for making weapons. All those things are studied by people who are doing that. But then they are significant, as people say. They are very significant, as people say. China is stopping the export of that to everyone except Bharat, with one condition, that we will not repackage and sell it. Of course, once we say yes, we would stand by what we say. There is a saying in Hindi, not in Sanskrit, it's in Hindi. Now, if it has to come to Hindi from Sanskrit, it means it's more publicly available, more practically available, which people live today. If it is in Sanskrit, you can say it's at the level of scholarship, or intellectuals would say that. But once it is said in Hindi, you take it as granted that's practical. They say in Hindi, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. We shall not go back on our words. We shall not go back on our promises. That is one of the principal dharma in Bharat. So once we say we will not means we will not, and that China trusts, not just China, everybody who knows Bharat trusts us. So that would make a lot of things different. I can't predict. You can think in those terms, and then in social media there are so many things coming. Many times they keep repeating the same thing on and on to the point of repugnancy. But nonetheless, we are compelled to go through it because we want to find out something from discussions that are coming. So you can search and find out something related, and we shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.